Welcome to the Destination Kingdom podcast,
where one friend sharpens another.
And culture meets Christianity. I'm your host, D.
And I'm Key. Welcome back to another episode of Destination Kingdom. We are a bi-weekly podcast hosted by two friends, D and Key. And we're on a mission to make sure culture and Christianity meet because you cannot impact what you are not a part of. Let's get into this week's episode.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, we hit them all.
Only the real ones now.
Girl, that used to be the song.
It was.
When did that come out? Oh.
It had to be, I was going to say, sometime in the 2000s. I don't know, Chad. But, yeah, hey, y'all. Look, we back, and I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, this is the finale for season 3.
Yes. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we just felt that it was best to not try to have so many delays in between the episodes anymore and just go ahead and wrap up season 3. And then when we come back with season 4, we'll have a lot more things together and be able to give y'all more consistency with the episodes. So this is season 3 finale.
Right.
And also, D and I are having to record a little differently today. So we don't hear any feedback issues, but if you all do, please excuse us. You guys know our normal quality, and just leave us a comment if it's too much or whatever, and we'll figure it out later on. But y'all be blessed throughout this episode. Amen. Okay.
We had to go back to the first episode, but our software game got up since the first episode, so maybe it's all gonna sound the same. We gonna see.
And like a couple things that I posted before say, don't judge us, judge your mama. Oh, that ain't Christian. Like, I'm sorry, y'all.
Look, don't judge nobody. Just trust God. How about that? Because that's going to lead us right into our episode.
So what we talking about today, girl?
All right. So we are talking about trusting God's no. And we don't really know what we're talking about. We ain't really prepared, y'all. We just felt like that's what we needed to talk about. And we're going to go with it. If it's all over the place, we apologize. But we'll try to sum it up for y'all at the end.
Period, fool.
I'm just saying. Look, if y'all been rocking with us since the beginning, y'all know how this works.
Yeah, right. Y'all just accept us for who we are. So,
please accept me for who I am.
Oh, and please accept me for what I do. Cause there's no me without you. That's real. That's real. All I want to be is true. Hello. We're just gonna be as transparent as the Lord allows us to be with just this is where we're at. And again, we wanted to give y'all a good finale. And then go ahead and get ready for season 4. Can y'all believe we're in season 4 already?
Yeah, because we are actively preparing for season 4. So,
and what's crazy is if you even think so, with the episode being trusting God's no, like our lives look nothing like we planned at the start of Destination Kingdom. Sure. And I mean, the people we started with are no longer here. Like I just listened back to season 1. I'm like, that ain't our life no more. We don't even. This life has just changed so much in the matter of 3 seasons, and a lot of that, even with those changes, like we did have to accept God's no on some things, certain directions that we thought we wanted to take with the podcast, and then it changed, and certain things we thought we wanted to do or had no intention on doing, and it just changed. So just being able to be fluid,
Right. I'm like, everything is different. But I think it comes back to trusting God. All in all, trusting that his plan is better. Trusting when he tells you no, that it's what's best for you. Even though it don't feel like it in the moment. Because that be real. It don't be feeling like it in the moment.
What's been your reaction sometime when God tells you no?
Like, really? That'd be my reaction. So this what we doing? So I don't know. I'd be lost, confused, upset, angry, hurt.
Yeah.
It depends on what the no is, okay? It depends on what the no is for. But I will say I have always understood the no later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling Dee how we studied Joseph in the Bible study earlier this week. And it was all about just, I mean, you think about it, like Joseph was told no so many times. Like he thought he was gonna be chilling with his brothers. Nope, you going in the pit, you going to slavery. Okay, cool. I'm in Potiphar's house, everything cool. Nope, you going to prison. I'm in prison now. I'm ready to get out. Nope, you gotta wait at least 2 years. Then it's like, okay, Lord, now hold up now. But
I'm not gonna get a yes. Yes. We're not gonna get a yes.
We're not going to get a yes. But through all of this, like he was just being groomed, and then there were so many people whose lives were like the Bible also talked about. Excuse me. The Bible also talks about in Joseph's season of still like being a prisoner and being enslaved and all that other kind of stuff. Like people were blessed because Joseph was there. So sometimes like God's no can even be to take you a different route to help save other people on their journey and on that route, because you just don't know. Like had God told you yes, you might have been going a completely different way, and there might have been some souls that might have never known Christ or seen Christ or been touched or whatever, had God not taken you the more scenic route. You know what I'm saying? So, and then sometimes God ain't taking you the scenic route. Sometimes He's taking you straight and narrow. If he had told you yes, that would have been the scenic route, and then you would have been sad.
Yeah. I was watching 911 the other day. I think it was this week's episode.
Lone Star or the one or the regular one?
The regular one. The regular one. No. It was Lone Star. I lied. I'm sorry. It was Lone Star. So basically on Lone Star, at the end, sorry if y'all ain't watched it, it's a spoiler. Anywho, at the end,
why this come out, they should be done watched it.
If not, sorry. So basically they kind of got to a point where they was like, oh, I saved this person, and by saving this person's life, in turn, they ended up saving like the trauma surgeon. She was about to fall off the building at the beginning of the episode. They saved her. They ended up bringing somebody to her, and they was like, by saving that one person, think about the number of people that were saved by saving that one person. So a lot of times when God is saving us from going through all these things, like it's so many other lives that you're going to impact by being saved through His no.
That's deep. You better be tying in TV shows to the word.
I thought about that thing when you was talking. I said, ooh, yeah. Come through.
You don't know who's going to be impacted by your testimony. And it never feels good. Let's be clear. And I think we talked about that in detail with Jasmine when we had her on last season. Like, it never feels good. Like, they're going, like Dee said, I guess I didn't answer the question, but I feel the same way that Dee feels sometimes, just questioning stuff, tears, sometimes not even like knowing who I can talk to, who can I trust, who can I go to, or even like who can relate, you know what I mean, to how I feel. But in the end, like it's like you say, you gotta go back to just trusting Him. And sometimes that's a day-by-day process. I mean, and your trust tank can be at 100 one day and 75 the next.
And sometimes it be at 0. Look, to keep it real.
Hello.
Like, this ain't making no sense.
Hello.
You need to send me a sign. You need to open your mouth and tell me something.
I'm all ears. Just like Martin, when they did the episode, I'm all ears. Lord, you need to tell me something, because if you don't,
I'm left to my own devices.
And I can't be here responsible.
For real.
But praise God, I mean, there are certain things that I know I've wanted, and looking back now, being a couple of years removed from stuff, like, girl, you look bad. You look bad, me like,
Jesus. Can you imagine where, like, I be thinking, like, I can't even imagine where I would be if I was still in some of the same situations, or if it had gone the way I wanted it to go.
I know I'd be. Well, I don't know, but I would be sad. I believe that in the end, it still would have worked for my good, right? Like, God would still find a way to use me, but I think I would have had a lot of sad years than good years.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to scratch this out, but I just want to say it to you. I think I would have been somebody sad, uptight baby mama.
Not uptight.
Going to court. We're going to scratch that. Oh, yeah. What do you think you would have been? Sad?
Yeah, I think in the long run, I would have been sad. I would have been sad, or... Yeah, I would have been sad. It's how I feel. I think it, like you said, like, I think it would have worked out in the end, but the getting to the end would have been, look, like you say, the scenic route, and I'd have probably been tired. But yeah.
And that's God. Yeah. That's even in jobs, like that's in friendships, that's
right.
Opportunities, business opportunities, relationships, like just having to grieve the thought that you had that your life was gonna go. Like, that's not an easy process at all. And the other thing I want to say, if y'all are grieving in some sort of capacity, like, yes, make sure y'all are doing things to make yourself smile and pour back into you, but don't let nobody rush your grieving process, including yourself. Because I definitely am a witness to, if you try to rush the grieving process instead of healing through the grieving process, there are a lot of scars that you will have left over that you wouldn't have had to go through had you just sat down, like the old folks said, and just let God work on you.
That part. I'm like, I always say, I'm like, everybody's grieving process is different. And I actually had this conversation with one of my employees the other day, because we was talking about, like, grief, and, like, well, I work in a nursing home, so yeah. I'm surrounded by grief and death. But all of that to say, like, we were talking about that process and how people deal with it, and even before, because a lot of times when people are older, like, you can tell it's coming, and that process, even when somebody's dying, is totally different. But just like your jobs, your relationships, like everything, like, you grieve those things and the ideas, and it's just different for everybody. Like, people cope in different ways. Some people like to get away. Some people like to be closed off. Like, some people, want to be surrounded by other people. Some people just want somebody to talk to. It's like, however your process is for you, just trust that process and trust that whatever you need, like, you tell people what you need, ask people for what you need, tell people how to support you, how you need to be supported, when you need to be supported, and just allow your process to happen.
Yeah, I will say I've done that. I think we both have done that before. We tried to rush through not feeling the pain, and we both ended up in some mess that neither one of us really should have been in. And I know, as friends and as sisters, like, that was hard to watch. It's like, man, you really don't have to go through that, but I can't heal you for you, you know? And something that someone actually told me today was the grief is yours alone. Nobody else can feel it for you. Nobody else can heal it for you. It's yours, and you have to go through it in whatever way is for you. But one thing is for sure, when you grieve, You allow yourself to grieve, not stay in the grief, but you allow yourself to grieve and incorporate healthy mechanisms and healthy tools to help you, push through it. Or I shouldn't say push through it. I'm trying to be very strategic with my words now, but heal through it. When you come out, like, you'll be better than you were before. You will be healed. You'll be wiser. And don't be surprised if, you kind of get tempted to go back into the same thing, even if it is like a job opportunity or whatever. Like, it's kind of a way for you to prove to yourself, like, no, well, actually, I was telling somebody else, I was like, I want to prove to God that I got the lesson. Like, I want to prove to God, number one, and then me, number two, that this lesson is not for, nothing. I learned it. I'm able to really go to the feet of the Father, and sometimes not even like having to stay on my feet or on my knees as long, because like, oh, okay, God, like, I already know that ain't in your will. Like, I already know I can say no to that and feel confident in saying no. And I think that's another thing too, because we was literally just talking about confidence. It's like, sometimes God's no is to help you become more confident in saying no to things that's not of Him. And a lot of times, I would say maybe 60%, it just depends on your life and your life experiences, the things that God told you no about, you already knew He told you no about, but you didn't tell it no. And so by the time He really had to step in, it's like, I told you no, come on. Like a child kicking and screaming. But He's like, no, I told you no. I told you to walk away from this. I told you no. So now because I love you and because I am a good Father, and I'm not going to sit by and let you destroy your life, because I have something more beautiful for you on this side. I'm going to step in. You're going to come kicking and screaming. You're going to be mad, but you're going to be all right. But you coming over here.
Yeah, because a lot of times, I know I've been in a situation where, like, I know God told me to let somebody go, but I wasn't ready to let them go. I was not ready to let them go, but God was like, one way or another, it's gonna happen. And so, since you didn't move when I said it initially, and you heard me tell you they gotta go, it was clear. So I'm gonna move them for you.
That's relationships and friendships too. Like, and I think too, just recognizing the signs of when it's just not in God's will. Like, okay, put this into realistic. If you don't have no peace, it's not in God's will. Like 9 times out of 10. That ain't His will. That ain't where you need to be. That's not the person you need to be communicating with or being vulnerable or open with. That's not the environment you need to be in. Pray for discernment to figure out if this is a trial for you to grow, or if this is like God being like, shut them deuces and let's be out, girl.
Right.
What's another way you knew that something wasn't God's will?
I think having peace after it was gone, like, the peace was unfamiliar, and so it scared me initially, but also being in a position where I hadn't really felt that peace ever before, and then having it, I was like, and then once I started to value it, I was like, oh yeah, that was a hard no. Like, I like where I'm at right now. I like this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm like, not just peace during, like, if you don't have peace during it, but you get it after, it's like, oh, okay. I couldn't have no peace. I couldn't get no rest about it because.
Yeah. Well, you're sitting up here arguing, and then you look back, and it's like, we arguing about that shouldn't have even been an argument. Like, in the simple fact that was an argument was God already showing us right there. No, it's not where y'all need to be. No, and a lot of times you find that you would have settled. It doesn't make anybody better or less or whatever, but a lot of times, whether it's job, friendships, relationships, in some capacity to make what you wanted work so bad. You would have had to just like sell off pieces of yourself and become somebody that was not his original vision for you to be.
Exactly.
And hence why I say I would have been sad. Because if I had to sit up there and do that, I'm going to just tell you, I would not be a happy camper. Attitude on 1,000. Wouldn't be nobody but the blood of Jesus.
But the blood.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. God is good. It's not going to feel good, but.
Yeah, that's true. It ain't going to feel good. In the end, it will. Look, it all come together, it will. And sometimes when you in the midst of that no, it's like, you don't want to hear that. You're like, I want to feel better now. It's like when Issa was like, can I just fast forward to the part where everything's okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was literally the most relatable scene in Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Most relatable. I feel like everybody can relate to that.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I will say, I'm not going to hold y'all. That is where I am currently. Like, Jesus, can we hurry this along? Can we skedaddle? You know, why are we still here? Let's go, Jesus. I'm worshiping you. You're a good, good father. Bring the good. Somebody play elevation worship.
Right.
Somebody cue Kiara shit. Come on now. Bring the good, Lord, because you're a good, good father.
For real, though.
But I also think it helps, too. I will say also, too, when you're in that season of God telling you no, like, you realize who's really down for you, too. Like, you realize those friends those people that are there for a season and they're there for a lifetime. You recognize some of your own pettiness and some of your own unwillingness to forgive and unwillingness to be compromising and stuff. Like, you realize a lot about yourself and the circle that you surround yourself with, I feel like, too.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm like, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
What scriptures did we reference? We we referenced Hebrews 10:23 about he can be trusted to fulfill his promises. And we referenced Joseph. That's in Genesis 37 through 50, chapters 37 through 50. And then we referenced 911 Lone Star. That's the current season. You can catch that on Fox.
Insecure.
Yes, in Insecure season 5. The episode that we were specifically,
the
the series finale at the end. And y'all know the episode is an hour long. That song that she played at the end, I'm a little wiser, baby.
Oh yes,
strong. Yeah, that song. I've been trying to find that song. I cannot find it. I don't know where it is.
Look up the soundtrack for Insecure.
I did, and I went through so many songs. Season 5, Insecure. And I looked it up. I'm not fooling out. Maybe we can answer it first. Okay, real friends. So we're back. We took a little interlude to try to find the song that I was referencing, that we was referencing. That's grammatically incorrect. That we were referencing about the series finale of Insecure, but we can't find it. So if you all know, please slide in our DMs and let us know. I'm looking for the song. So that will be added. Probably shouldn't be added to my worship playlist, but you know. I mean, just thinking about how God makes you wiser, make you stronger through trials and tribulations. You did.
That's true. It's true.
You got any final words for season 3? We out.
I don't. It's been real, y'all. As my mama would say, it's been real.
That's what your mama tell you.
Yeah. Right before I leave. Well, it's been real.
You are your mother's child. Well, all right, y'all. We will be back summer 2022. Make sure that you all are subscribed to Destination Kingdom on all platforms so that you all will know the specific date of when we come back, and we will come back more consistent. Okay, life just kind of took us some different paths this season, as y'all already know. And like we said on the last episode, we will start implementing mid-season breaks. We just realized. So, hey, God told us no, y'all won't be able to do seasons all the way through because I have things that I need to reveal to y'all from season to season. Okay?
And in the midst of the season.
Hello. And that's going to require y'all to sit down and
take a break.
And take a break. Take a break. So here on out for the foreseeable future of Destination Kingdom, however many seasons the Lord allows us, we will incorporate mid-season breaks into it, and we'll do check-ins and stuff like that as long as the Lord allows. So we love you all. Thank y'all for being so patient and being faithful, being loyal, being 10 toes down for the kids each season. So we'll see y'all season 4.
Bye.
Oh, and don't get caught up in no hot girl summer, okay?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The judgment in your commercial.
If you do get caught up, it's okay.
We all been there, but
I'm like, it's okay.
Be careful. Or what did girl say about them boy shorts? Them little hoochie daddy shorts. Y'all need to be saved. I can't stop. I'm gonna have on a sundress too. So y'all be blessed. We love y'all.
Sundress season.
Bye y'all. Love y'all.